Starting Monday, East Lansing will be closing designated city parks intermittently in the evenings. This is so USDA Wildlife Services Biologists can shoot deer and reduce the local population.
Last year, we removed 65 deer over the course of just 2 nights of closing our parks. And so this year we are looking to do a very similar operation.
Catherine DeChambeau is the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Arts for the city of East Lansing. She says deer management is something they've been working on for nearly a decade.
It started with some resident surveys, an increase in concern from residents saying, we like to see deer in East Lansing, but we're seeing too many. We're starting to see some really negative impacts from deer. We have residents who talk about not allowing their kids in the backyards anymore because they're so concerned about the deer population that they've seen in their yards.
And there's also concern about disease and deer leaving feces in people's yards.
It's a concern as city leadership when consistently over 40 accidents occur within the city that are reported that are the result of deer vehicle collisions.
The next round of deer removal will take place from January 3rd through the end of March, and the highly trained biologists will be using firearms to remove the deer.
This particular lethal measure is the one that was preferred in surveys to our residents. They really wanted professionals to come in who would put safety first amongst, above everything else. And there is no pressure on these biologists to remove more deer than they can remove safely. We simply want to reduce this population and reduce the pressure within our community and certain parts of our community in terms of that overpopulation.
Park closure signs will go up as early as 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the parks will officially be closed by 6 p.m. They will open at 7 o'clock the next morning.
This is Monday through Friday operations, so it's only going to be on weeknights that parks will potentially be closed, and on the weekends the parks will be fully open.
Meridian Township is also continuing its deer management efforts for 2022. Police officers will use firearms to cull up to 200 deer between January 1st and February 28th. This will take place during the evenings and overnight hours at select township parks and land preserves. It will also take place on private property where the owners have given consent. So what happens to the deer once they are removed? Well, both East Lansing and Meridian Township are partnering with Michigan Sportsmen Against Hunger. The deer will be processed and the venison will be donated to local food banks. We'll have more information on all of this on our website. Just head on over to fox47news.com. I'm Tiana Jenkins reporting.